Arc Raiders just released their new Headwinds patch on January 27, 2026, update number 1.13. Let's check out to see what's new in this patch. Solo versus squads. Solo versus squads is a new matchmaking option for our experienced and highly skilled players who enjoy the PvP aspect of the game. Solo Raiders, level 40 and above, will get the solo versus squad toggle above matchmaking to join the squad's queue and tackle squads of raiders head on. Interesting. When opting in, players will receive a 20% bonus XP, kind of huge, at the end of the round on both successful extract and defeat. Okay, so it doesn't even matter if you succeed. You technically get a 20% boost, which may help players actually get to level 75 even quicker if they opt into that solo versus squad experience. So that's pretty interesting. I'm kind of a mixed match. I enjoy the PvP. I also enjoy the wholehearted interactions inside of Arc Raiders. So I'm curious to see how that plays out. I'm actually level 39. I think I'm one raid away from being a level 40 and unlocking this mode. So I'm also curious to see how much more intense it is and actually if it's received well by the community. Trophy display system, a new long-term project which requires players to hunt increasingly dangerous groups of Arc to submit their parts for rewards. Raiders will be able to build a new display case over 5 different steps, similar to the Candleberry project, and each level will add a new item to the display case. I like that. Rewards, okay, for completing each step include blueprints as well as raider tokens. I like that. And full completion also brings additional rewards, including a howl emote, interesting, a guitar, and 300,000 coins. That's a pretty decent reward system for filling it up. Oh, and there's currently no fixed end date and will not be impacted by expedition resets. I love that because a lot of the times it's around that time frame or the end date is right around the expedition, so you feel as though you have to do both beforehand, and that can kind of be a little time consuming. So I'm glad they're having something that kind of goes past the expedition resets and something that a lot of people can just enjoy, both the casual player, which tentatively enough, right, people who fight Arc are more of a PvE experience side of things with Arc, as well as those who want to PvP and kind of be more aggressive can also still finish up the trophy case. So I like that a lot. Bird City. Flocks of birds have moved into Bird City, including nests in the empty chimneys. We got some reports of them sorting shiny trinkets inside, so make sure to inspect them. This new permanent map condition will be applied to the Buried City map only, which will cycle in and out of rotation weekly. Interesting. So I wonder if it's like 1 week yes, 1 week no. Interesting to see. There will be more bird traps and zip lines present on the map, so raiders can expect more combat in, on, or around the rooftops, including more flying Arc and more players in proximity. Interesting. I'm curious if they're going to increase the amount of Arc raiders that spawn in onto the map or not. I heard just through kind of weeding through Twitter/X, kind of the big push for the new rubber duckies that are found on this map, and they go up to like 7k a pop. So when you stack them up, they can be like over 100k in your safe pocket, which is pretty epic. And speaking of epic, we've got 2 new types of Epic Augments. One of the augments is the Tactical MK3 Revival. It's a tactical augment focused on utility over defense and looting, so it restores 1 health every 5 seconds, which I believe the other purple one is 2 health every 5 seconds. So interesting to see. And then when damage is taken, the effect is paused for 30 seconds. And you can only use a light shield, which I'm not sure how great this revival augment is going to be. We'll have to see how it plays out, how people actually use it, if it's really outweighing the other augments that we already have in game. Now, the one I think a lot of people are going to be excited about is this looting MK3 Safekeeper Epic Augment. It's a looting augment that trades weight and utility for increased looting potential. So the max loadout weight is 65, which is nice, but the big kicker is that the shield compatibility with this augment is light, medium, and heavy. I think that's going to be a huge benefit. And on top of that, it gives you 1 safe pocket that allows any item to be stored, meaning you can store weapons that you pick up from players into that safe pocket and secure the bag that way. So that's a big plus on top of being able to have the shield compatibility of light, medium, heavy. I think this is going to be a big play for a lot of people. It also has 2 trinket slots, 4 utility areas as well, and 18 slots with like 65 loading weight. Pretty overall, really well-rounded augment. I think this is going to replace the current one, the survivor augment that a lot of people are running, because it gives you the safe pocket and you're able to use light, medium, and heavy. So Big plus. We also have 7 new quests. When I opened the game, I did notice 3 were already given to me, so I'm assuming that quest line will develop into the rest of the 5 new quests that will be into the game. So excited to check that out. I haven't actually ever finished the missions completely, so I want to make sure I do that this time around, and I'm excited that they keep adding new content and new quests to give not only players rewards, but also kind of build up the lore of Arc Raiders. And patch highlights. Open parties is the option to set your party to open so Embark and platform friends can join you seamlessly. I like that a lot. Squad invites added the option for squad mates to invite others to the party as well as the party leader. Awesome, because I believe only the party leader was able to do so, and that got super finicky, and you'd have to leave a party to add somebody else if you weren't friends. So squad invites, if you're already in the squad, you can invite other players to join, no matter if you're the party leader or not. Love that. Achievement fixes, Stellamantis Seed Vault Extract fix. I know a lot of people were camping that, so glad to see that fix. Mouth smoothing option added. I heard a lot of people kind of having issues with this mouth smoothing situation. Mouse smoothing option has been added. I think that is going to be a key thing for a lot of people who actually use that. I don't particularly use that across games, but I know there were some people having some issues with that when they were going between raids on their mouse sensitivity, and I think the mouse smoothing was a factor to that. Gamepad rebinding, which is great. More people that can play, the better. Content and bug fixes, achievements, fix issues causing progress towards enemy of my enemy achievement not to get tracked, and fixing issue causing the hook, line, and sinker achievement to not track correctly. Good. Arc traversing obstacles have been improved. Leapers are now better at walking when it loses its legs, so it's still much more of a threat. Dead shredders are now properly labeled as scavengeable when pinged. Snitch. Fix an issue where snitches would abort calling down Arc if the player threw a lure grenade. Didn't know that. Snitches will no longer make noise after they are destroyed. Good to know. Spotter. Fix an issue where spotters would follow players into buildings and get stuck. Interesting. When grabbed by a tick, players will now have a brief window of time where they can dodge roll to remove the tick. Pretty cool. Fix an issue where emotes were missing voice lines. That would definitely happen. Fix voice chat cutting in some cases. I love that. And improve voice chat connection. That's all great. I hope that builds more of the interaction piece. Whether you do PvP or PvE within Arc Raiders, I think that's a very key aspect to what makes Arc Raiders awesome. So excited to see those audio changes, and I want to see how it is in game. And there's some general map stuff that they ended up doing. They changed the types of containers that can spawn condition specific blueprints have been lowered. Interesting. I know a lot of people were spamming those, so we'll be able to do that. I'm sure that there'll be still more of a cadence in terms of where you can find those specific blueprints at. You just got to relearn those. Raise the chances of finding higher tier weapons in weapons cases. Love that, raising the chances of that, because a lot of people would kind of skip out on those, and it would be really cool to pull like a blue or a purple more consistently out of those as like a reward for going in as a free kit and seeing if you can kind of go 0 to hero on that part. Slightly lower the chances of finding matriarch and queen unique parts in their armor pieces to make it a bit harder to get them without destroying them completely. And a lot of people were cheesing the legs, so I kind of like that. Like, you got a full commit to destroying the whole thing. Fix multiple containers across all maps that were not interactable. There's a couple some tweaks in Dam Battlegrounds, Buried City, Spaceport, Stellamantis. They're fixing all these little glitches and stuff like that, so I think that's a lot of great things. Various crash fixes, overall general things that you guys can read about, but we kind of covered the big things. Super excited to kind of see what that looks like, and then a big update too to the anti-cheat. 3 strikes progressive ban system is in the process of being implemented. Bans will progress from 30 to 60, and then finally a permanent ban for repeat offenders. So I love that. I'm excited to jump on in. I hope you guys are too. Let me know what you think, what your thoughts are about this patch in the comments down below. Things that you're excited about, things that you wish that they didn't do, or things that they still need to change. Looking forward to covering more content about Arc Raiders in the patch notes. I'll catch you guys topside. Till next time, peace.